time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that Ally Carter has been on top of the Diddy controversy from day one. But now, with a new Diddy documentary out, her voice has only gotten louder and more alarming. According to Ally, even 50 Cent barely scratched the surface. She claims the public still doesn't know the full extent of what Diddy allegedly did because the most disturbing details are being deliberately censored by the media. In her words, the truth is simply too graphic for people to handle. Ally has gone even further, making shocking allegations about a secret bunker where, she says, people who were not adults were held against their will. She claims disturbing, ritualistic activities took place there and alleges she was one of the victims. According to Ally, she was taken at just 15 years old, and from that moment on, she was never truly free. She describes witnessing young people locked in heavy metal chains while what she calls Illuminati-style rituals were carried out around them. These allegations are explosive, disturbing, and difficult to hear, but Ally insists this is the part of the story the world is being shielded from.
There are 3-4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars up children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs with them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that Ally Carter has been on top of the Diddy controversy from day one. But now, with a new Diddy documentary out, her voice has only gotten louder and more alarming. According to Ally, even 50 Cent barely scratched the surface. She claims the public still doesn't know the full extent of what Diddy allegedly did because the most disturbing details are being deliberately censored by the media. In her words, the truth is simply too graphic for people to handle. Ally has gone even further, making shocking allegations about a secret bunker where, she says, people who were not adults were held against their will. She claims disturbing, ritualistic activities took place there and alleges she was one of the victims. According to Ally, she was taken at just 15 years old, and from that moment on, she was never truly free. She describes witnessing young people locked in heavy metal chains while what she calls Illuminati-style rituals were carried out around them. These allegations are explosive, disturbing, and difficult to hear, but Ally insists this is the part of the story the world is being shielded from.
They tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing it, you will shit everywhere.
The thing is, Ally says she wasn't surprised when the feds didn't take her claims seriously. In her view, that outcome was expected. She believes powerful elites control the system, and that institutions meant to protect people are often bought and silenced before the truth can surface. What hurt her the most, though, wasn't the government turning a blind eye, it was regular people. Everyday folks dismissed her, mocked her, and called her crazy, even as she insists she was only trying to shine a light on the dark, disturbing things happening behind the scenes. According to Ally, she wasn't looking for fame or sympathy. She just wanted people to pay attention before it was too late.
You get pressured, attacked, harassed, stalked, and hunted down for your own information. You get abused and re-victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that fucking mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the price. This is the price of speaking out. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marx, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my shit. So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize every fucking thing that they're saying. When you realize that that shit is bull, then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can fucking have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a shit about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people in the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
After the release of the recent Diddy documentary, Ally was reportedly left deeply disappointed. She believed 50 Cent would finally pull back the curtain and expose the full scope of Diddy's alleged crimes. Instead, in her eyes, the documentary did what prosecutors had already done, focus on humiliation rather than truth. Ally claims the spotlight was placed on scandal and spectacle, not on the most serious allegations involving underage victims. Frustrated and feeling silenced yet again, Ally decided to take matters into her own hands. She filed an affidavit, one she says contains deeply disturbing allegations and first-hand accounts of what she claims took place behind closed doors. In that affidavit, Ally named several high-profile figures, among them Birdman, Denzel Washington, and Young Jock, as alleged accomplices. According to Ally, the affidavit describes a system in which young victims were allegedly treated as commodities, moved through controlled environments, and subjected to repeated abuse while others watched. She claims people were separated into different areas based on disturbing preferences, creating what she describes as a nightmarish operation that stripped victims of their humanity. Ally says she herself was forced to participate and wait to be chosen, comparing the experience to being displayed like an object rather than a person. She also alleges that extreme acts were normalized, encouraged, and witnessed by multiple people, leaving lasting trauma. Ally maintains that what she included in the affidavit was only a fraction of what she experienced, insisting there is far more she has not yet revealed. The affidavit reportedly included a photo of Ally herself, her mouth taped, visibly frightened, an image she says reflects the fear and control she lived under.